Good morning, dear students. I am Dr. Manish Patkar, and today we will discuss one of the topic of mechanics, that is beams, unit number 5. Now, what is beam? Beam is a structural member whose one dimension is very large as compared to others and which carry the external loads. It is generally horizontal. This is the definition of beam. Okay, means its length is very large as compared to its width and depth. So it is a beam. Now we can classify the beams by two ways. First one is the statically determinate beam and second one is statically indeterminate beams. Before discussing the classification of beam, first we will discuss the different types of supports. Actually, beam is supported by different types of supports, and by changing the support condition or end condition, we can change the name of the beam or change the types of the beam. So there are three types of supports. First one is the roller support, and we designate this roller support by this type. Okay, the property of the roller support is that it resists or it carries only one reaction which is perpendicular to its base. Means if the base is horizontal, the reaction would be vertical. If the base is vertical, then the reaction would be horizontal. Okay, second one is the hinge support. This is the designation of the hinge support. At hinge support, there are two types of reaction. First one is the perpendicular to the base and second one is the parallel to the base. Means there are two types of reaction. First one is the horizontal and second one is the vertical. And third one is the fixed support. Fixed support is that in which there are three types of support reaction. First one is the horizontal, second one is the vertical, and third one is moment. It also carries moment. Means at roller support there is one reaction which is perpendicular to its base. At hinge support there are two reactions. One is horizontal, other one is vertical. And at fixed support there are three types of reaction. First one is the horizontal, second is vertical, and third one is the moment. Now we have three equations of equilibrium. The first equation of equilibrium is sigma h equal to 0. Sigma h equal to 0 means the algebraic sum of all the horizontal force equal to 0. Means the summation of all the horizontal force towards left, that is equal to the summation of all the horizontal force towards right. That is the sigma h equal to 0. Sigma v equal to 0, it means the algebraic sum of all the vertical force equal to 0. Means the total upward load that is equal to the total downward load. And sigma m equal to 0, it means the algebraic summation of all the moments equal to 0. Means the total clockwise movement that should be equal to total anti-clockwise movement. Now we come to types of beams or classification of beams. So beam can be classified in two ways. First one is the statically determinate beam and second one is the statically indeterminate beams. Statically determinate beams are those beams in which the number of unknowns are equal to number of equilibrium equations. So there are three types of statically determinate beams. First one is the cantilever beam, second is the simply supported beam, and third one is the overhanging beam. So in cantilever beam, we can define the cantilever beam is the beam whose one end is fixed and other one is free. We know at the fixed support there are three reactions: horizontal, vertical, and moment. And at free, as there is no support, so there would not be any reaction. So in cantilever beam there are three unknowns, and these unknowns are the support reaction, horizontal, vertical, and moment. So in cantilever beam we have three unknowns and we have three equations also: sigma h equal to 0, sigma v equal to 0, and sigma m equal to 0. Means by using these three equations we can calculate the value of these three unknowns. So cantilever beam is statically determinate beams. As we define the statically determinate beam is that beam in which the number of unknowns are equal to number of equilibrium equations. Simply supported beam. Simply supported beam is that beam whose one end is hinge and other one is roller. We know at hinge support there are two reactions, horizontal and vertical, and at roller support there is one reaction. So total number of unknowns are 3, and we have total 3 equations of equilibrium. So by using those 3 equations of equilibrium, we can calculate the value of these 3 unknowns. So simply supported beam is also a statically determined beam. Likewise, overhanging beam is also a statically determined beam. What is the overhanging beam? Overhanging beam is that beam in which some portion of the beam is beyond the support. Means that portion is known as the overhang portion, and that type of beam is known as the overhanging beam. Now, second classification of the beam is statically indeterminate beams. Statically indeterminate beams are those beams in which the number of unknowns are greater than the number of equilibrium equations. Likewise, fixed beam, whose both ends are fixed, that is the fixed beam. We know at fixed support there are three unknowns, and 3 unknowns are here. Total number of unknowns are 6, and we have 3 equations of equilibrium, sigma h, sigma v, and sigma m equal to 0. Means the in fixed beam the number of unknowns are 6 and number of equations are 3. Means by using those 3 equations we cannot calculate the value of unknowns. So fixed beam is a statically indeterminate beam. Second one is the continuous beam. Continuous beam is that beam which has more than 2 supports. If number of supports are more than 2, then the number of unknowns would be greater than 3. So this is also continuous beam, is also a statically indeterminate beam. And third one is the propped cantilever beam. Propped cantilever beam is that beam whose one end is fixed and other one is propped. This support is known as the prop support. Means it may be hinge or roller. So 3 unknowns are there, 1 unknown is there. 3 plus 1 4 means number of unknowns are 4, number of equations are 3. So here number of unknowns are greater than number of equilibrium equations. Then this beam is also a statically indeterminate beams. So there are 2 types of beam. First one is the statically determinate beam. Second one is the statically indeterminate beam. Statically determinate beam, there are 3 types of beam. First one is the cantilever beam. Second one is the simply supported beam, and third one is the overhanging beam. And in statically indeterminate beam there are 3 types of beam. First one is the fixed beam, second one is the continuous beam, and third one is the propped cantilever beam. Now, beam carries different types of loadings, and there are 3 types of loading which a beam can carry. First one is the concentrated load or point load. This point load is designated by this type. Here W is the magnitude of load, and this arrow represents the direction of the load. Means this load is acting in downward direction whose magnitude is W. So this one is the point load. Just like my self weight on this floor, this is a point load. As the area of my feet is very less than the area of the floor, surface area of the floor, then this my weight is just like act as a point load on the floor. Second one is the uniformly distributed load. Uniformly distributed load is designated by this type. As per its name, uniformly distributed load is the load for which the load intensity is constant. Means the load intensity everywhere is W per unit run. The example of this, the uniformly distributed load, or we can say UDL, is the self weight of the beam. Third one is the uniformly varying load. The load, if the load is linearly vary from one side to other, from right to left, the load intensity is linearly varying, then this type of loading is known as the uniformly varying load. And in uniformly varying load there are two types of loading. First one is the triangular loading, and second one is the trapezoidal loading. Thank you all.